Hey guys, Cody Crawford back here with Founders Group. Really wanted to go through something today. I was standing in the line the other day at the Kroger, and I overhear these people talking about how bad the market is and how much it sucks and how much they don't like it. So I wanted to just mention it and bring this up that, guys, the market is indifferent. It doesn't care about you or me or Trump or Hillary or anybody, guys. It's the strategies that somebody employs that will give them the perception of the market, right? There are people out there that made a lot of money in 2008, right? There are people out there that lost a lot of money. Did anybody make money in the Great Depression? Yeah, we know that they did. And it's because they took advantage of opportunity. So the market's not bad. Again, it's indifferent. So there's no such thing as a perfect investment. Is kind of the point to this. And we have to understand that. So let's look. What does a perfect investment look like, right? The perfect investment would never lose money. It would guarantee your income for life. It would be 100% liquid. You wouldn't have to take the time to wait for a CV to mature or have a 10-year treasury rule, nothing. You could get into it right when you needed it. It would have double-digit returns when the market cooperated, and it would be tax-free, right? So what's the name of that investment? Well, it's the Bernie Madoff plan, right? Because it doesn't exist. You see, investing and retirement planning is all about balancing guarantees and risks. And there are three components to any one investment. You have protection, you have liquidity, right? And you have growth. But you can never get all three of those components in any one investment. Okay, you can get 2 out of 3, but never all 3 of them. So what do we have to do? We have to balance guarantees and risk. You can't have all your money in the stock market. You can't have all your money in safety. Why? Because you're never going to make it if you do that. You're either going to lose money when you need it the most, or you're not going to make enough money to even beat inflation, right? So you have to be able to balance these guarantees with risk so that you're not budgeting off what the stock market gives or takes. Okay, so let's take a look at how we look at the lens of money management. So in investing, again, with these components, protection, liquidity, and growth, you can't have all 3 of them. So you got to be willing to give something up. In the same way that maybe you go buy a cheap bicycle, you know you're going to give up quality. All right, you know, if you go get a really good flat screen TV, you're going to pay the price, but you're going to get really good quality. So it's the same with investing. So we look at the world through the A, B, and C's of money management. And let's take a look at that. Column A, this is we call yellow money. This is cash. You're going to get 0.0 nothing to 1.25%. That's your checking, your savings, your money markets, your CDs. We like these accounts. In fact, we need these accounts, right? You got to be able to pay the bills, handle deductibles if something. You know, you got to get a new roof or you got to pay for something on your car, right? So money market, CDs, we know that we're going to get no gains in this, right? No gains, but we will have liquidity. You can go to the ATM and get money anytime you want. We have protection in these accounts. You're not going to lose money. They're FDIC insured up to $250,000. But what do we give up? Like I just said, growth. We're not going to earn anything in these accounts, right? So the B money, these are what we call indexed linked accounts. These will have a ceiling on how much growth they can make, maybe up to 7 or 8%. But in exchange, they'll have a floor, meaning that if the market does correct or it goes negative, you'll never lose a dime. Okay, so these have protection because we know it's principal protected. These have gains. These have averaged 4 to 6% or 40 to 60% over a 10-year period. So you get some moderate growth. But what do we have to give up? We're going to give up liquidity. Okay, so these have 90% access to your money at any one time. If you needed to get all of it, you'd pay a 10% penalty to get in this. Okay. So then we have our C money, and this is our red money. This is in the market. This is your 401ks, your stocks, your bonds, your mutual funds. Well, most people in the last 30 or 40 years have done really well in the market if they did it right. In fact, it's probably the best time to be invested in our nation's history. So we like these because we can get great gains, right? 20, 30, or 40%. What's the problem with these? Well, can't we lose money in these accounts? Haven't people lost money in these accounts, right? So we have great gains. These should be very liquid. You need to be able to get in and get out and be pretty dynamic in these. But what do we give up? Again, protection. Okay, so when we look at investing and planning through the eyes of not just, hey, should I be in the market or I shouldn't be, it's all about balancing guarantees and risks. So let's look at what we call the 3 green money rules. Number 1, and first of all, it cannot be called a green money account if it cannot follow these rules. Okay, number 1, protect your principal. Number 2, it has to be able to retain your gains. And what that means is if the first year you're in one of these contracts and you earn 10%, well, forever that gain is locked in and that becomes your new principal, and it can never be smaller than that. And then number three, it has to guarantee your income. In the same way, guys, that Social Security is not interrupted if there's a market downturn, it's the same with this. It's going to guarantee your income. By the way, I had a gentleman one time say, well, Cody, my bond fund deserves to be in the green account. And I said, well, do we know anybody that's ever lost money in bonds? Lehman Brothers, Enron, WAMU. I mean, it happens. So a bond has principal risk and cannot be in the green category. So let's look at the C. The three rules for the C money are, number one, it must be tactical or active, right? Tacking is a nautical term. You need to be able to have constant attention on this and be able to kind of be nimble if something happens in the market. Get in and get out. Number two, like I said, it must be liquid, dynamic. You need to be able to have control of the funds inside of this at any time. And number three, it's got to be long-term. Guys, retirement planning and investing, for the most part, should be long-term. This is not a 1 or 2 year deal. Finally, I have people all the time say, well, Cody, I have no idea how much I should put in the market. So I wanted to kind of show you what we call, I have it written here as a rule of 100. It really should be the suggestion of 100. So what we do is we take the number 100 and we subtract your age. If you're 65, like Sleepless Steve here, that means we want to have about 35% invested into the market, right? That means if we have a $500,000 portfolio, you have that amount that you'll see in the red column right there, $210,000 invested in the market. We're going to have $330 into the B, or index linked account, and then we're going to have 10% in the cash count. Okay? I thought it was important for everybody to know this so that the next time you hear somebody hating or loving on the market, understand that real success through investing and retirement planning is, again, balancing risk and guarantees. Thanks, guys.